Hi everyone, welcome back to another segment of Energy Works educational videos. I'm Sherry. Welcome aboard. In our last two segments, we were live. We did demonstrations and talked about the emotion code and body code and their benefits and how they work. So today, I thought I would do another segment that encompasses all of that using the belief code. I didn't really think that I wanted to do a live segment with a demonstration. It's a little bit lengthy to do that. So I'm going to give you the educational part of it. You can follow along. So let's just recap briefly the previous two segments that we did, and then we'll move into the belief code. So what is the emotion code? Emotions are vibrational frequencies that are generated by organs and glands in response to stress, an experience, a negative thought, or an imbalance in the body. So trapped emotions and heart walls can create problems that affect feelings, choices, and actions. So what is a body code? The body code is a revolutionary energy balancing system intended to help one uncover root causes of discomfort, illness, and suffering in the body and spirit, and have the opportunity to make corrections on the spot. It's amazing work. I've been a holistic practitioner now 31 years, something like that. And I came into the emotion code, body code, belief code 5 years ago, I think. And I just was really bowled over by it. It just goes so deep into the body to help a person heal. It's amazing. So this program builds on the principles of the emotion code. It helps practitioners decode and resolve imbalances in the body at a deeper level. That may cause physical, mental discomfort in 6 main areas. So these are the areas. Emotional, that would be your trapped emotions or internalized trauma. Body systems, that would be your organs, glands, and muscle. Toxicity, that would be heavy metals, chemicals, free radicals. Pathogens, that would be your fungal, bacterial, viral, and parasitic. Your structural, that would be your bones, your nerves, your connective tissues, and your alignments. And then your nutrition and lifestyle, that would be your nutrition or nutrients, herbs, and habits. So there you have it. That's the emotion code, body code in brief, just to give you a little synopsis. And with today's segment, what is the belief code? A belief is a subjective view held by the subconscious mind that something is true or false, right or wrong, and is the filter through which life is viewed and experienced. Beliefs actually represent a broad and absolute truth created by self-conclusion, suggestions, or inheritance. So there are 5 types of belief systems. I'll give them to you briefly. The basic, that's your basic belief system. And that's the one that's most commonly used, most commonly found. And then you have your split, you have a parallel, tangled, and partial. These are all belief systems. So we're going to just talk today's segment about the basic belief system. And there's 4 steps to the basic system. So of the core belief system, it will have negative programs, and you can have anywhere from 1 to 4 statements, negative statements. You'll have limiting beliefs. You can have 1 to 4 statements there. Faulty core belief. You can have anywhere from 1 to 2. And then faulty core identity. Sometimes you may find 1, sometimes you may find none. If at all, most of the time I don't generally find a faulty core identity, but I have been occasion where I have found one. Not very often. So once we've established what the basic core belief is comprised of, we move on. So we just went over that. So now we're going to move into step 2. Remember I said there's 4 steps. So step 2, we use the emotion code chart. And now I'm going to have one for you right here. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the left or the right, but look for it because it's here. I am posting that for you, and just look at it. And you can see that there's two columns, A and B, and that's denoting the emotion. There's 30 in one column and 30 in the other. So there's a total of 60 trapped emotions that we work with off of the chart. So these trapped emotions are what drives the belief system. They hold the deeper version of the belief. And one can have as many as 1, 2, up to as many as 10 trapped emotions stuck in the system, driving that belief, holding it in place, strengthening it. So once we've located all the trapped emotions associated with this belief system, we move on to the next step. We go to step 3. And here we're using the body code chart. And I'm going to leave this for you right here. You can see it. Just follow along. You'll see it. It's up on the screen, just like the emotion code was. The charts are on the screen. So the body code chart, we're looking for associated imbalances here. An associated imbalance of the belief here, we usually will reside in the energy section of the body code. Okay. So the body code has many facets, as I explained earlier. We're going to usually find these in the energy section. So and there's 6 topics here, 6 topics. And there's trapped emotions, there's images, broadcast messages, reverberation, mental. So in this area, that's where we're going to find these. Okay. So once we've located all the associated imbalances here, triggering the belief system again, we're going to just simply ask the body, is there anything more that we need to know? Because there's only 4, and this is the 3rd one. Your system is generally, if you've done it correctly, if we've found everything that was there, it's generally going to say, no, we don't need anything more to know. And then we will go to the previous 3 that we just found, all of the empaths. We'll go in and release them. So we're going to go to step 1, and we're going to release all negative programs, however many statements there are. We're going to release the limiting beliefs, however many statements there are. There could be 1 through 4. Same with the negative programs. It could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Faulty core belief, there could be 1 or 2. We're going to release those. And if we did find a faulty core identity, we'll release it. That's step 1. So we're now going to go to step 2, and we're going to release all the trapped emotions associated with it. So if you found 1 or 2 or up as many as 10, we're going to release all those trapped emotions from the belief system. And we're going to move on. So we're going to go to step 3 at that point. And we're going to look for the associated imbalances. And I'm going to just keep putting the charts up for you so you can see and follow along. We're going to release all of the associated imbalances that we found. And those were in the energy chart. I showed you that earlier. We're going to release everything that we found there. And again, once we've completed the releasing, we're simply going to ask, is there anything more that we need to know? And if not, we're simply going to go to step 4. We've finalized almost everything. We've released step 1, we've released step 2, and step 3. Step 4 is just releasing the subconscious gap. And this is the most important. You have to release this. You have to finish this. You can't miss this step. It's very important to release. So the person will feel it if you don't release, if you don't do this last step. And here, all we're going to do is simply ask, does the body want a positive replacement statement put in where we release the negative statements, anywhere that we found them? I have found generally with a basic, it doesn't. It generally just wants you to release the subconscious gaps. And that's the reason why we ask, because sometimes it may want replacements. So we always ask. And that's the reason why we ask. So the subconscious mind, once we've deleted information, the system is adjusting to those gaps. There's gaps there now, so it's adjusting to that. So we've changed more than just the software. We've actually changed the operating system core of one's belief system. So think of it like defragging a computer. And that's what we're doing. We're just doing this, getting rid of all the gaps that we just made. We're getting rid of all those gaps now. Okay. And lastly, just a note. This is what somebody's going to feel after they have this work done with a belief code. The person is going to feel like blinders have just come off because we've changed the filters. Things we look and feel, things may look and feel a little bit different. And the reason for that is this helps us not to assume that just because there was some physical aspect, that there's not a belief supporting that issue. Okay? This gives a broader perspective to the beliefs supporting the negative energy patterns that we hold. Well, all right. That's the end of today's segment. I wanted to touch base with you with the belief code. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found this educational and fascinating. And please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. If you have any questions, this is a lot to take in. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. You can also go to my website for more information, energyworkstudio.com. Please read some of the testimonials that people have left. I also work on animals. There's testimonials there on the animals that I've worked on. I think that you'll find them fascinating, some of the things that we found. So the work I do is always remote, not in person. And the reason I did that is because clients receive more calming feelings. When I'm working on a person, they're usually sleeping. Their nervous system is relaxed. Their brain wave is calm. Their ego, analytical mind rests. Okay? And that's the reason why I opted out and started doing this. I've been doing this for years. And every client gets a transcript, even if it's an animal. I send a transcript to the owner. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon and a great week. Stay well. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.